Grisly crimes from the past. I am a lady. In March 1914, as war clouds gathered over Europe, a public scandal shook France to its roots. It was a shooting incident, an affaire d'honneur, which swept all other issues from the front pages. Even the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand at Sarajevo was given lesser prominence in the press. That obscure event in Bosnia was to usher in the Holocaust of World War I, but its significance was not at first grasped. France's Caillaux Affair, in contrast, was reported worldwide and followed with complete fascination. It did not conform to the classic pattern of a crime of passion, but had all the elements associated with one. There were the tangled emotion of a love triangle and shots fired by an outraged wife. The victim, though, was the newspaper editor who brought the affair to light. Gaston Calmette, editor of Figaro, was the most influential journalist in France. For months, he has used the power of his paper to direct a campaign against Henri Caillaux, finance minister. The attacks came daily in the form of lampoons as well as bitter textual denunciations. What provoked the editor's wrath was Caillaux' pacifism and, more serious, supposedly treasonable contacts with Germany. Things came to a head when the editor resorted to personal smears. On the morning of 16th of March 1914, Le Figaro published a compromising love letter from Caillaux on its front page. The letter was one of several written by the minister during the period of his first marriage. They were addressed to Henriette, the society beauty who became his second wife. Caillaux' first wife had acquired some of the correspondence and had used it to obtain a hefty cash settlement after the divorce. The business was over. It was a private affair, but reflected no credit on the minister. It was the second Madame Caillaux who took action. When the letter was published, Henriette could not find her husband and so headed straight for a gunsmith. In the shop, having tested a Smith & Wesson, she judiciously opted for a Browning automatic. Then she went round to the office of Le Figaro, where she shot the editor dead with 5 bullets. As nervous staff sought to apprehend the killer, Madame Caillaux replied magisterially, "Let me go. I am a lady. I am Madame Caillaux. I have my car waiting to take me to the police station." The minister was forced to resign, and his wife was brought to trial at the Assize Court of the Seine in July 1914. She faced the charge of murder amidst a national furor. Initially, at least, the dead man was presented as a patriot gunned down by a traitor's wife. The courtroom turned into a political theater of war, in which charges and counter-charges were fired like mortar shells from the enraged ranks of the rival councils. In the end, the Caillauxes emerged the political victors, bringing evidence to show that Calmette himself had been involved in unpatriotic propaganda. But what of the murder charge? Incredibly, Madame Caillaux declared herself innocent of the crime, on the grounds that the gun went off by accident. After the first chance shot, she contended, the rest of the bullets simply streamed out automatically. She gave evidence in the dock with a stately calm and with every appearance of truthfulness. The jury came to an unanimous verdict that Madame Caillaux was not guilty, and she walked from the court a free woman. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and leave a comment, as it helps with YouTube algorithm to grow this channel. I regularly upload, so by subscribing, you will be notified of new materials. You will find similar contents in my other videos. Have a safe day. Signing off.